Hi, my name is Jose Montes de Oca, and I'm the founder of Sol. Sol is a financial technology firm trying to tackle the financial challenges faced by 290 million people in South America. So, what do you think when I say South America? Do you think beaches, jungles, or gorgeous scenery? Or do you think a growing middle class, such as a factory worker in Brazil or a construction worker in Argentina? South America's middle class is poised for growth, and that's really a function of three factors. Young demographics. Most of these countries have a median age of 30 years old or lower. The sustained growth. Most of these countries grow at a rate that is higher than the world average. Increasing domestic wealth. For example, in 1993, there was 28 billionaires in Latin America, including infamous drug lord Pablo Escobar. And in 2014, that number is 114 billionaires in Latin America with more reputable sources of wealth. The middle class is growing, but is vulnerable. According to a study published in the Latin American Economic Review, out of the 422 million people that live in Latin America, 30% can be solidly categorized as middle class. But there's this 38% that can be categorized as vulnerable. That means that they shift between middle class and moderate poor as the economy goes through different cycles. The middle class has many challenges. I grew up in South America, so I personally witnessed my parents really struggle with high inflation, low rates of savings, or a volatile financial system, including just running to the bank because they thought that the bank was going to go bankrupt and they were never going to see their money back. So how do we solve the needs of almost 290 million people in South America? The answer is Sol. Sol is a digital platform that uses cognitive science and saving instruments to help people reach their financial goals. How do we help people save? Well, to going into the US dollar and therefore hedging the currency depreciation of their own local currency. For example, the Argentinian peso has lost almost 99% of its value since the first day of year 2000. During that same time period, the Brazilian real has depreciated by almost 65%. We partner with local startups such as Wembit and Ripio in Argentina to help people convert local currency into cryptocurrencies, sell cryptocurrencies, and buy US dollars, and therefore circumventing any currency control. So we use cognitive science to reduce expenses. We send text messages, which is a very popular way to interact in Latin America or in South America. That will remind you of your financial goals, or like will keep you in check in case some of your behaviors change over time. So how does it actually work? You go into a website, you register, you take a 5-minute test on your goals, you set up an automatic savings through the platform Ripio or Buenbet and your bank account, and then you link your credit card and your bank account for expense monitoring. We'll send you periodic text messages. For example, you go to the movie theater, you buy tickets, you receive a text message saying you are within budget for your entertainment expenses for this month. Maybe you shouldn't go for that extra popcorn. And to tell the truth, I don't enjoy that much butter on my popcorns. So, what are the common questions that we encounter when doing the research for this particular firm? Are we worried about the regulatory environment? Financial firms or financial instruments are very regulated in South America. However, financial advice is not. So financial advice is something that we can go in very comfortable because there's no a uniform definition of what financial advice is. Our cost an issue. Well, we're paying local expenses using a currency that normally depreciates. For example, the text messages are very cheap because there might be in pesos or Colombian pesos or Argentina pesos, and we collect US dollars from our transaction commissions. So how do you deal with currency controls? We rely on Ripio and Buenbit to do this. And how come this doesn't exist already? That's a good question. But we would like to be the first ones and tackle this big market. So what are we looking for? We're looking for a $200,000 investment for launching our firm, to set up IT and set up our initial user base in Colombia and Argentina and go through a 1 year evaluation period. We hope that you join us in tackling this very real and very personal problem, which is uh, helping the middle class in South America. We hope you enjoy it. Thank you.